Okay, good morning to all. Today's lecture is Error Analysis 4. This is the fourth lecture in this topic. Let us see the objectives. The objectives of this lesson are spotting and identification of the errors. Spotting the errors, identification of the errors. That is the first step. And the second step is identification of type of error. Whether the error occurred in the use of noun, pronoun, adverb, adjective, vocabulary, redundancy, tenses, etc. So, identification of the error. Third step is correcting them, correcting the errors. And the last step is awareness with regard to typical mistakes in English. Generally, the students commit some regular typical mistakes. So identification that creating awareness is important. Error correction requires a special skill at it, as it involves a number of factors. First, spotting, identification of the error. Second, identification of type of error. Third, correcting them. These exercises are to create awareness in students with regard to typical mistakes committed in English by foreign learners of the language. This is the introduction. Now come to the activity 1. I met a student who hates mathematics. I met a student who hates mathematics. It is a condition, perpetual condition. So we are using simple present tense. I met a student who hates mathematics. Second sentence, Sheila would like to make a suggestion. So here the mistake is like, not likes. Sheila would like to make a suggestion. Would like. I would like. Would you like? I would like to read this book. He would like to read this book. They would like to read this book. So after would, we have to use the V1 form of the verb, like, not like. Third sentence, Pramod is one of my best friends, or friends. Pramod has many friends. Among them, one is his best friend. So, since he has many friends, we have to use plural. Pramod is one of my best friends. So, whenever you come across this expression one of, the next noun should be in plural. After the expression one of, next noun must be in plural. That you have to remember. Fourth sentence, there are less girls than boys in this class. There are lesser girls than boys in this class. Not lesser. Because we are comparing two groups, a group of girls with the group of boys. So we have to use comparative degree. Less, less is positive degree in positive degree. So the comparative degree is lesser. There are lesser girls than boys in this class. Fifth one, most of our students comes from rural background, rural areas. The correct verb should be in V1 form. Most of our students is one unit that is regarded as plural. We have to use plural verb. Most of our students come from rural area. That is the correct sentence. Activity 2. We made an united effort. So here the correct sentence is we made a united effort. A united. Because here, though the word is starting with vowel U, but the sound is consonant, Y sound, united. When you pronounce the word united, the Y sound comes. So Y is consonant. That's why we have to use A, not an. We made a united effort. So the grammar rule, you have to remember that the sound is important, not the letter. Use the article and. Though here uh, the word is beginning with vowel letter, but in pronunciation it is giving consonant sound, that is Y sound. So we are using A. We made a united effort. Second, I have a copy of Bible. So the mistake is the use of article, definite article the. Here, the definite article the is missing before Bible. Bible is the holy book. So before the names of holy books, the definite article the has to be used. So I have a copy of the Bible. That is the correct expression. Third sentence. He reads the book very fastly. So fastly is an adverb, but here adverb is not required. Just adjective is enough. He reads the book very fast. This is a more appropriate word. Fast is more appropriate word in this sentence. Next, he doesn't has any friends. So the correct sentence is he doesn't have any friends. So after don't, doesn't, didn't, we use have, not has. Irrespective of the subject, we have to use have. That is the structure. So the correct expression is he doesn't have any friends. Doesn't have. Has is a wrong word in this sentence. Have is the correct word. Next sentence. She loves her brother very much. Does she? Here the mistake is in the use of question tag. The question tag is positive and the statement is also positive. This is incorrect. When the statement is positive, we have to use a negative question tag, not the positive question tag. So here the statement is positive. That's why we have to use negative question tag and the word not is missing in the question tag. She loves her brother very much. Doesn't she? That is the correct expression. Doesn't she? Come to the activity. No sooner we saw a tiger, we fled. We fled. So here, first they saw a tiger, then they fled. The first action must be referred in past perfect tense. The second action in simple past. No sooner we had seen a tiger, we fled. Here the mistake. Mistake is not in the tense. Pardon. Here the mistake is in the use of when. No sooner we saw a tiger, we fled. Just remove the word when. That is enough. No sooner we saw a tiger, we fled. Next sentence. The accident might have been because the driver was drunk. The accident might have been. So here the mistake is in the first part of the sentence. The accident had been because the driver was drunk. Just remove the word might. Third sentence, my sister's hair is long, black, straight. So here we are missing. Here the mistake is in the use of punctuation, commas. After long, comma, after black, and add conjunction and. My sister's hair is, my sister's hair are long, black, and straight. Next, English is being speaking everywhere. So the sentence has to be in passive voice. English is being spoken everywhere. Being spoken. Passive voice. Next sentence, possibly this will solve the problem. Possibly this could solve the problem. Imaginary condition here. So possibly this could solve the problem. Next, coming to activity 4. I haven't seen him since 3 years. Since refers a point of time, for refers a period of time. Here in this sentence, a period of time is given, that is 3 years. So instead of since, use for. I haven't seen him for 3 years. That is the correct expression. Next sentence. I congratulated him for his success. So this sentence is related to collocation. After congratulate, use the preposition on, not for. I congratulated him on his success. The correct preposition is on his success, not for his success. So after the word congratulated, have to use on, not for. Next sentence. Since it was hot, we stayed indoors. Since it was hot outside, so we stayed indoors. Is the correct sentence. Since it was hot outside, so we stayed indoors. Next, Chitra is senior than Aloka by 3 years. These adjectives like junior, senior, inferior, superior, prefer, these adjectives have come from Latin. After these adjectives, we have to use the preposition to, but not than. So this is a typical mistake committed by the students. Chitra is senior to Aloka by 3 years. Senior to, junior to, inferior to, superior to, refer to. These expressions. To follows these words, these adjectives. These are adjectives. Junior, senior, inferior, superior, prefer. These are adjectives. After these adjectives, use the preposition to. The man rushed to the station, but the train left. So here, two actions were completed, one after the other. So we have to refer the first action in past perfect tense and the second action in simple past tense. So the man had rushed to the station, had rushed. First completed action is this one. So use past perfect tense. The man had rushed to the station, but the train left. Next, activity 5. My uncle is having 2 children. So here, using have in ing form is wrong. We can use has. My uncle has 2 children. That is the correct expression. He returned back from Delhi. This is the case of redundancy. Returned, the word returned contained the meaning of back. So there is no need to use back again. He returned from Delhi. So remove the word back, that is duplicating the word, using the unnecessary word, redundancy. Next, my friend gave to me the book. Here, the preposition to is not necessary. My friend gave me the book because uh, here the verb gave is used as intransitive verb. Don't use to. Next, my friend gave me the book. Next, the group of robbers divided the money between themselves. The group of robbers divided the money between themselves. So, when we speak about two persons, we use between. Here, the robbers are more than two, so use among. The group of robbers divided the money among themselves. Next, he has seen the film yesterday. So this sentence is in the present perfect tense, but it has to be in the simple past tense because the work is completed, and when the work is completed, mentioned in the sentence in the word yesterday, the work is completed, and when it is completed mentioned in the sentence, that sentence has to be in the simple past. So, he saw the film yesterday. She saw seen. Saw is in past tense. So, simple past tense has to be used. Activity 6. I and Sunil went to the market. So, it is a matter of courtesy. It is not related to grammar principle. So we have to mention always we have to mention latter, not here, the sentence. So the sentence must be like this. Sunil and I went to the market. Sunil and I went to the market. Next, Venu is going to college every day by bus. So the sentence is in present continuous tense. It has to be in simple present tense. Venu goes to college every day by bus. The verb goes is in the simple present. Venu goes to college every day by bus. The Pacific is most deepest ocean. So the mistake is in the use of double superlative. Deepest is in superlative degree. Deepest is an adjective in superlative degree. Most is an adjective in superlative degree. So there is no need to use two superlative adjectives in one sentence side by side. The Pacific is the deepest ocean. Remove the word most and add definite article because before the adjectives in superlative degree, we have to use the definite article the. The Pacific is the deepest ocean. Next, I am awaiting for his reply. I am waiting for his reply, not awaiting, waiting. If at all you want to keep the word awaiting, then you have to remove the preposition for. This is the grammar rule. After the word await or awaiting, don't use any preposition. I am awaiting his reply. This is correct sentence. Or I am waiting for his reply. If you want to keep the preposition, then change the word waiting. So there are two ways of correcting this sentence. Next, the deers are drinking water in the pool. So the plural of deer is deer. We don't use deers. It is wrong expression. So the plural of deer is deer. So don't use deers. So the correct word is the deer are drinking water in the pool. The singular, same word. For the plural, same word. Next, activity 7. Why the boy is standing there? So here the mistake is in the use of verb. So the statement differs from question. The word order in the statement is different. The word order in the question is different. So here the correct word order is why is the boy standing there? Why is the boy standing there? The structure is verb plus subject. Next, my spectacles is on the table. With the noun spectacles, we always use plural verb like scissors. We use plural verb. In the same way, with the noun spectacles also, we use plural verb. My spectacles are on the table. This is the correct expression. Next, she will go, will not she? So here the mistake is in the use of question tag. See, the statement is positive, the question tag negative, but the question tag is with the full words, but in question tag we use contract form. Contract form. Won't she? She will go. Won't she is the correct question tag. Contracted form has to be used in the question, not the full form. Next, she is more taller than your sister. So in this sentence, the mistake is the use of double comparative. Taller is in comparative degree, more is in comparative degree. So there is no need to use two comparative degree adjectives side by side. Remove taller. She is taller than your sister. This is the correct sentence. Next, the teacher told the students to sit down. The teacher told the students, told to. To is not necessary here from the grammar point of view. The teacher told the students to sit down. Coming to activity A. Krishna's car looks better than Murali. Krishna's car looks better than Murali. Here, the mistake is construction of the sentence from syntax point of view. The correct word, the correct expression, the correct construction is like this. Krishna's car looks better than that of Murali. Better than that of. Add that of. That of is added, to be added in this sentence. The correct construction, correct syntax, correct structure of this sentence. Krishna's car looks better than that of Murali. Next, Anuradha is gold beautiful necklace. So here the sentence is incomplete. Anuradha is not gold. Anuradha is wearing beautiful gold necklace. Anuradha is wearing beautiful gold necklace. That is the correct word order in the sentence. Next, the asleep children woke up suddenly. The asleep children woke up suddenly. The sleeping children woke up suddenly is more appropriate. The sleeping children woke up suddenly. So here the word asleep is not giving the correct sense of meaning. Next, the experiment done last week. So the sentence has to be in the passive voice. In the passive voice, we use be form before the main verb. The experiment was done last week. Was done last. Fifth sentence, the beggar was died yesterday. beggar died yesterday. So passive voice is not necessary. It is giving wrong sense of meaning. The beggar died yesterday. Next, activity 9. That book is mine. Don't take it. That is my book. That is my book. Don't take it. This is the correct expression. Next, my teacher asked me where he was going. Where was he going? My teacher asked me where was he going. Next, the angry mob thrown eggs at the cricketers. The angry mob throw, threw, throw. V1, V2, throw, V1, threw, V2, thrown, V3. So when you use V3, you have to use has or have in this sentence. But you are not using the mob has thrown eggs at the cricketers. This is correct sentence. Next, Mahesh is a good teacher. Mahesh is a good teacher, doesn't he? So here I did not write the wrong question tag. The question tag uh, I have I have written the correct question tag by mistake. Mahesh is a good teacher, doesn't he? So in place of doesn't he, you have to write isn't he? Isn't he is the correct question tag. Doesn't he is wrong question tag. Next, my grandmother is telling stories to us every night. My grandmother tells stories to us every night. This is a routine activity. All the routine activities are expressed in the simple present tense. My grandmother tells stories to us every night. Next, Sudha is good at English and Telugu both. So here the word both, the place of the word, the order of the word in the sentence is wrong. Sudha is good at both English and Telugu. That is the correct place of the word, correct order of the word. Sudha is good at both English and Telugu. Girls are successful in all fields these days, isn't it? Here the verb in the statement is are. So aren't they? The correct question. Girls are successful in all fields these days, aren't they? Next, the man rushed to the station, but the train left. The sentence is repeated. The man had rushed to uh, the man rushed to the station, but the train had left. The first completed action is the train had left. So here the grammar rule is when the two actions are completed one after the other, refer the first action in the past perfect tense and the second action in the simple past tense. So the correct sentence is the man rushed to the station, but the train had already left. But the train had already left. Next, tell me, when will you come? Tell me, when would you come? When would you come? Next, fifth one. As Veena was hungry, so she ate an apple. As Veena was hungry, so that she ate an apple. That is the correct expression. So let us have a recap. So totally, we have examined 50 sentences. We have corrected 50 sentences. These sentences are all miscellaneous and are typical errors committed by the students who study English as a second language and the students who have come from vernacular language background, Telugu medium background. So these are the typical mistakes. So we identified the mistake, we identified the type of mistake, category of mistake, whether the mistake is in the use of adjective, whether the mistake is in, in the sentence construction, and we corrected them proper supporting grammatical explanation. And we created awareness with regard to typical mistakes committed by students in English language. So the first slide, I read just the correct sentences. I met a student who hates mathematics. Sheila would like to make a suggestion. Pramod is one of my best friends. There are lesser girls than boys in this class. Most of our students come from rural areas. We made a united effort. I have a copy of the Bible. He reads the book very fast. He doesn't have any friends. She loves her brother very much, doesn't she? No sooner we saw a tiger, we fled. The accident had been because the driver was drunk. My sister's hair are long, black, and straight. English is being spoken everywhere. Possibly this will solve the problem. Possibly this would solve the problem. I haven't seen him for 3 years. I congratulated him on his success. Since it was hot outside, we stayed indoors. So here, since and so are giving the same meaning, so there is no need to use so. Since it was hot outside, we stayed indoors. Chitra is senior to Aloka by 3 years. The man rushed to the station, but the train had left. My uncle has 2 children. He returned from Delhi. My friend gave me the book. The group of robbers divided the money among themselves. He has seen the he saw the film yesterday. Sunil and I went to the market. Venu goes to college every day by bus. The Pacific is the deepest ocean. I am waiting for his reply. Or I am waited his reply. I am awaiting his reply. The deer are drinking water in the pool. Why the boy why is the boy standing there? My spectacles are on the table. She will go, won't she? She is more taller than your sister. She is taller than your sister. The teacher told the students to sit down. Krishna's car looks better than that of Murali. Anuradha is wearing a beautiful gold necklace. The sleeping children woke up suddenly. The experiment was done last week. The beggar died yesterday. That that is my book. Don't take it. My teacher asked me where was he going. The angry mob has thrown eggs at the cricketers. Mahesh is a good teacher, isn't he? My grandmother tells stories to us every night. Sudha is good at both English and Telugu. Girls are successful in all fields these days, aren't they? The man rushed to the station, but the train had already left. Tell me, when would you come? As Veena was hungry, so that she ate an apple. So this is the lesson. Last and thank you.